kidding. What's going on? Seeker's like, am I frozen? What is going on, everyone? Happy Monday.
Yes.
Wednesday or Friday. I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to copy Raven.
Come on,
Raven.
Seeker's in the house. He's
Raven.
in the house.
There we go.
Raven's in the house. How you guys doing tonight? Seeker, how you feeling today? How about today's video release? Talk about your video for a really quick second since you put out a video today.
Oh, sure. It was nothing. I just, whenever I do coin shop call videos, I get comments. Specifically in this last one, I had multiple people comment. That one guy specifically said I was worse or at least as bad as the coin shops that were offering only 12 times space because I won't call them out by name. So I responded to that comment and some other in today's video. I thought it was a pretty good video. It's doing okay. So it's doing okay.
And how are you doing today? I heard through the grapevine that somebody did a little today.
I was at the gym for the first time in 5 years today.
Congratulations, brother.
Thanks, man. Well, I've already changed my eating habits and what I drink, and I've already lost 20 pounds, and I already feel a lot better, so I figured it was time to take the next step. I mean, you can tell, look, my face is actually thinning out a little bit.
You're going to make Sister Seeker is going to – do not lose a little bit more weight and put on Sister Seeker. I can't deal with it.
All right, sounds good.
Ravenhawk Coins, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. You know, it's another Monday night with the amigos. We get to talk about some cool stuff. Got a lot of cool people hanging out in the chat. And I know this hour is going to fly by like that.
Yeah.
It will, brother. And he's just a guy. But Keith, Coin Crew, how you feeling, brother?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me up again, guys. I appreciate it. I am truly humbled. A lot of good people in the chat, as Raven said. And hopefully we're going to have some fun tonight. And again, I think it'll pass too fast, too.
Now,
we'll see what happens.
It does go by quick. Hopefully we have some questions tonight. As a quick reminder, if you have questions or you just want to make announcements about things that you have found or thoughts you have, you put them in the chat. If I see them, I will try to put them on the screen. I'll pin them on the screen, and we'll answer the best we can. Or keep an eye out in the chat because there are other people in the chat that would like to answer questions if they know the answer. So with that in mind, happy Monday. Let's get it kicked off. I did see an earlier question, it was an email I got. But James Miles found what looked like a Henning nickel, and he said, Rob, can it weigh about 5.3 or 5.25 grams instead of 5.4? And judging by the fact that you had it on a scale, it weighed 5.25. It had the notch in the R. It was one of the years that it was, and that's outside the planchet weight. No nickels are going to weigh 5.25. I think it was heavily circulated already, which is why it's a little bit lighter. So, yes, that definitely, to me, matches up to a Henning nickel. Nice find. Congratulations, by the way.
Bubba awesome. Fitness with a $5 super chat.
I gotta wait. How do I do? Oh, that's right. I just do this. And man, it's been a little while. I was all scared. How do I do it again? Boba Fitness, thanks for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that very, very much. And Yote Fan Seeker says the band is back together. Hello, friends.
What's up, Yote Fan? What's going on, man?
What's up, Rob? Seeker, Raven, and Coin Crew. How you guys are doing? What up, chat? Says Silver Bear. Good to see you. Dar Silver Sis said, nice find. What do those go for? You know, I haven't seen one listed in a while. Keith, are those still pushing triple digits sometimes on those Henning nickels that you've ever seen when you've seen them go for sale?
I hate to say it, but I was dazed in reading the chat. What goes
the Henning nickels? When someone gets a legitimate Henning nickel, do those still fetch triple digits, or are they $50? Do you know?
I would say about 50, 75.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've seen some get north of that, but they've got to be really nice examples, I guess.
Sorry about that, guys. I was reading the chat and trying to keep up with it.
We got another question from the Beans. I was just talking about this find in the pre-chat with Seeker and Raven. The Beans found that 2009 District of Columbia FS 801 DDR. He sent me a picture of it. I confirmed it. It's definitely it. I don't know what those go for, and you zoomed in so much on the DDR, I didn't get a good look at the quarter. So the best thing to do, the Beans, is to go to PCGS, or actually just go to eBay and see what they're selling for on eBay and look for ones that are like in your condition. But those are really nice finds. It's a low minted quarter, and it's a heavily sought after variety. So good find for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to keep. If you guys see something, let me know and I'll pin it up there.
A good question by Seagriller Stacker that is going to go after Keith, which I would love to actually hear his response to.
Seaguller Stacker, a question related to Silver Seeker's video today. What is fair price for a coin dealer to offer a customer for, say, $100 face value of junk silver?
About 16, 17 would be a good number right now.
And that's what I thought. And so when I did the video on Friday and I was calling shops, it was so funny. I really thought people were going to like, oh, come on, Seeker, you set this up. Because if you guys didn't watch the video, literally every shop I called was more than the last. Every single one. It was like going up steps. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to say that I set this up, right? But that first shop said 12 to 13 times. And it just didn't make sense. That's so far below melt. Like,
I couldn't sleep.
I mean, I understand, and Keith definitely understands. You need to make coin dealers have to make money. They have overhead, they have bills. That's what they do for a living. So you're not going to go to work and then say, you know what, I don't need my check this week, right? But 12? I mean, come on, be fair. At least that's how I see it. I mean, I know a lot of very fair coin dealers. Just very fair.
There's a shop, and I won't throw them under the bus as to who they are, but there is a shop that I know of that will do that in this area and then turn around and tell people 23 times face. You know, so they're making double the money and not even flinching, man. They're just, you know, and it's funny because I've seen them buy it right in front of me, and then I'll be like, hey, how much for a couple of those halves? And they're like, that'll be 23 times face. And I'm like, nah, I don't want it. You know?
It's not a Jenny nickel. It's a Henning nickel. And in the, I guess, 60s, a guy by the last name Henning decided to counterfeit several different nickels, the 1939p, the 1944p, the 1946p, the 1953p nickels. And he had tried to make them look legit, but they figured out that they were fake. The dye that he used, or the dyes that he used several different dyes, actually had an imperfection on most of the dies where there's a notch in the R on E pluribus unum on the back, and they weighed between 5.3 and 5.4 grams. So he got arrested. They all were destroyed. He claims there was another year that he did, but they never found that, and they think the rest were dumped in a river somewhere. So there are some out there, and everyone who likes some Americana nostalgia, if you will, some fake nickels, they look for them and collect them.
So I just I don't want to interject here, but I saw Chip's comment to me, and I need to apologize. I actually just checked my sheet, and then I checked my emails, and then I checked my shipping logs. And sure enough, Chip Warner had won something at Stacy's auction that I was supposed to send to Rob, and I accidentally just sent it to Chip. I'm sorry. Chip, if you would do me a favor and then forward that to Rob, I will pay you back whatever your cost of shipping is.
Wait, something for me?
Yeah, so he won the 2021 new 1-ounce silver Superman, and he told me to send it to you.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I remember him winning that. He knows I'm a big Superman fan. I'll tell you what. He doesn't need to forward it. I appreciate the thought. If he wants to, he can, but I'm totally good with him just keeping it. He won it. He paid for it fair and square. And dang it, Seeker, now you put me on the spot. Now I don't get a Superman coin.
I'm sorry. Well, if he does forward it, I will pay him back every pay.
You're fine. It's good. I'm kidding.
So,
what would you guys get? I know Raven and me probably would get the 3-cent nickel, but what do you think? The 85 3-cent nickel or the 1875 gold dollar? What would you guys rather have?
I'd personally probably get the 75 gold dollar.
Yeah, I'd probably side with Seeker on this because I like those they're little bitty golds. They're kind of
cool. Little bitty golds. I have them. I don't love them. I like the nickel. I like the 3-cent nickels personally. Depending on the grade, right? I mean, if the gold dollar is clean and polished and beat up, and the 1885 3-cent nickel looks beautiful, then
I'm with you on it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I'll side with Rob.
9 times out of, except for that, when it comes to gold or nickels, though, I like nickels a lot.
Right.
All right, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I had it held for a while.
No, that's totally fine.
I'm getting
just wrench it
when you talk, Rob.
We'll have Raven do this one, or I don't care, Raven, Seeker, or whoever. If you want to be diversified between gold and silver, what ratio would you recommend keeping? So far, I'm around 60 silver and 40 gold. That's pretty heavy, but for an average stacker, for me, I can't do that. I'm probably 90-10, but that's me. But I don't know. What do you think, Raven?
Yeah, I again, Rob is pretty much on the money. I tend to fluctuate a little bit. You know, sometimes I'll have as high as 20%, but most of my concentration is in silver. It's just easier, to get your hands on it. I don't have the super deep pockets. Maybe one day, if I become rich one day, then I'll probably be more like a 60-40, But for the average stacker, 90% silver, 10% gold's right on the money.
You want me to?
Seeker, anything to add?
I'm like 80-20, 85-15, somewhere in there.
I answered in the chat already, but I can tell everybody. I think 50-50 is a good ratio to have. And the reason why that is want to go up, and it's not a matter of money. If you don't have enough to buy the gold, use some of your silver to trade into the gold. So I think you should hold a decent amount of gold.
So the reason I'm heavier on silver is because I look at it from a historic gold to silver ratio. And I understand you can't really look at that anymore, but let's just imagine if gold and silver were to get back to that ratio. What has to happen? Gold either has to come down or silver has to go up. Either way, silver's the better proposition. See what I'm saying?
Yep, I agree. But don't get me wrong, I'd love to be 50-50. If I was 50-50, though, I'd have $50 of each. So I'm sorry, Keith, I can't do 50-50.
It's not a matter of being able to afford it. It's just a matter of you buy the silver when the gold to silver ratio is closer, and then you take and trade some of it when the gold and silver ratio expands a little bit. Then you just take some of your silver and trade it for gold. You might get lucky and average down 45% silver, and then other times you might be 45% gold. But you got to play the ratios to get there. You can't just. Nobody can afford to do that, I don't think, even if you got deep pockets to hold a 50-50 ratio without doing some trading on the ratios.
I mean, I was trying to be able to afford that ratio when I bought that Mega Millions ticket.
well, the problem for me, Keith, and probably for a lot of people, is a lot of my good silver is not just junk. It's in my registry, or it's in my long boxes, or it's in my folders, or it's tied up into my collections. So in order to even just match my Morgans, for example, just to match my Morgan dollar collection would be pretty expensive in gold. So if I can never get the 50-50 unless I make more or I sell some of my collectible silver.
Let me clarify that 50-50 ratio. That's weight, not if I have an ounce of silver and I want 50 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. But when it comes to numismatics, you just can't throw that in there.
Well, if I put all of my Benjis, Walkers, Kennedys, Morgans, peace
throw them on a scale.
What's that?
Throw them on a scale and see how much you got.
I couldn't buy that much in gold. I'll be honest, that's not going to happen for me.
But you see, but if you throw the numismatic factor in there, I don't think anybody could be 50-50 because there's silver coins out there worth hundreds, if not millions of dollars. Nobody could do that.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to be able to do that when I bought that Mega Millions ticket.
Yeah, we've seen how that
went. But you're talking on a different scale all of a sudden, though, too. You can't throw $10,000 silver coins in there.
No. I'm just talking a 50-50 ratio by weight, not by value.
What would you think is a fair price to offer a customer below gray sheet for items?
Oh, is that for me?
Well, I mean, you're probably the one who's buying more stuff. Looking at gray sheets, you and Seeker maybe more so than
it depends on the quality of the coin, the desirability of the coin. I don't think 10% below is too far out of line, but there's sometimes where I'll sit there and pay gray sheet or above gray sheet. It just depends on the coin and how nice I think it is, how resellable I think it is. Those are important factors.
I like Mrs. Coin Crew's comment there. It's funny.
You know what? I didn't think about the gold jewelry that I don't own either. I guess I could have had some more there. But Resin Dragon, just so as an FYI, I know you got your carrot cake today from Stacy's Miscellany. So did we. And I think Raven got his too.
Yep, just haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, mine's in the fridge cooling down, and then we're going to put the frosting on it tonight, and it is dinner pretty much.
She told me to put the frosting in the fridge for a while too, and I'm excited. I looked at the cake; it smelled delicious.
How much gold in the Lambo, please?
Rob, I think you got another speaker on or something, because sometimes when you're talking, I'm hearing some major feedback.
Who?
Rob.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Who, me?
Well, it's coming through on mine. I haven't got nothing else open.
I honestly don't
I have
hear
nothing
it.
else open either. If it's mine, I can fix it, but I shouldn't be mine.
But I don't hear it, Rob. So it has to be.
Probably just me then.
It's weird.
I have nothing open.
All right, here's another one from Anna Antunes. Which is better to stack, numismatic or bullion gold? To stack.
Well, bullion gold, obviously, if it's just a stack.
If it's just a stack, it's going to be bullion gold for me. But I'll be honest, and I can say this honestly, 100% honestly, I don't own not one fractional or full ounce piece of any bullion gold in my collection whatsoever.
Hey, Rob, there are people that say they're hearing an echo from you alone. I wonder why that is, because I don't hear it. That doesn't make any sense. I wonder if it's coming through YouTube somehow.
Conrad Reynolds said, Quang,
Is
can
your
you turn
YouTube
down the
muted,
volume on your hearing aid?
I might need to. You know, I took a nap today. My Monday nap. I do that.
He's still trying to wake up.
Yeah.
I don't see anything on my side. Let me just double check.
Yeah, just make sure YouTube's not, like, the video's not playing or something.
No.
Huh. Weird. I really don't hear it. That is odd. Huh. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry if I'm annoying. I always am annoying with my loud voice, but yeah, nothing is seen on my side that it's me. Thanks, Rob, for the Fargo Coin Show wooden nickel. I think they're more fun than the challenge coins. You're welcome, Bombay. You said you wanted a wooden nickel. That's the only one I had in my collection I could find. Connor Reynolds, in an SHTF scenario, numismatics probably won't matter, right?
I mean, if you really think, and this is just obviously my opinion, but if you really think we'll ever get to a real SHTF scenario where, you know, we're bartering with gold and silver, the numismatics probably won't matter. I just, personally, I have more faith in where we are that we won't get there. But, I mean, if you really are worried about that, then, I mean, yes, the numismatics won't matter as much, in my opinion.
Here you go, Raven. Is it okay to clean gold coins with warm water and a toothbrush?
No. No cleaning of coins, please.
All right, I got a few people just saying there's an echo, but I don't know if somebody has, when I'm talking, me on theirs and they have it turned up a little bit because I don't hear it.
I think it happens more when people are overlapping and talking.
All right. Well, I'm sorry if there's an echo, but I did hear it right there.
The echo.
What's that?
I can hear it now.
Yeah, and I don't know who is it on.
Maybe check your camera mic, your mic setting.
No. It's none of my. All my stuff's off except for my one mic.
I heard Keith just echo right now.
And you know, too, all right.
It's an echo mania.
It's an echo mania. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm sorry, it's annoying. Thoughts on the Goldbacks, Keith? Are they worth more than the novelty?
Goldbacks worth? No, I don't think they're worth anything more than the novelty. There's Seeker did a video a while back, burning some, cutting some. They just can't seem to get the gold out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing I've seen is there's just really no gold in it. It's kind of like, you know, the bottles that have the oil with the little gold flakes in it. Pour it out and you put the...
They're novelties.
Yeah.
They're inexpensive.
They're for fun. Anthony Hayden, Goldbacks suck. Let's keep it real.
I did a video on my thoughts. I actually did a couple of videos on gold, and I apologize. I was kind of typing, so I didn't hear part of that. But I see we're talking about Goldbacks, and someone asked if they're worth more than novelty. I did a video on that a couple of months ago that I suggest checking out if Rob doesn't mind me plugging that.
No, go ahead. I'm just troubleshooting every possible thing it could be, and I see. So I'm sorry if I'm absent, but I see nothing, and I even turned down my speaker volume just to make sure. But I'm hearing echoes now from Raven and Keith, so I don't know what's going on.
You got to mute your speaker volume on the stream if you're playing the stream.
I'm not playing the stream. The stream is muted.
I wonder if he's coming through one of our microphones. Like maybe I just need to put my headphones on. Maybe I'm causing it, but no one knows it because it's coming
that
through
can
my mic.
happen.
It could be StreamYard.
Right.
No,
I don't think it's StreamYard. I think what's happening
said.
is Rob's voice is coming through somebody else's microphone. I'm going to put my headphones on and see if we
I
can
don't have
alleviate
headphones.
What it means is so it's coming through one of our monitors, and then our microphones are picking it up.
Yes, that's what because I talk loud.
Literally don't hear anything.
It's got to be that because we've never had that issue.
Whoa, Keith looked like Richard Nixon there for a second. Gets all close.
I reached.
I am not a crook.
I am not a crook. That's funny. All right, well, maybe it's better now.
I hope so.
Oh, Rob sounds normal again. So whatever we did might have worked for a minute.
I do think it was probably too loud. Your voice was probably coming out of my speakers into my mic. And
everyone said Seeker, as soon as you plugged in your headset, it all went away.
Right.
So it was Seeker's fault.
It was Seeker's fault.
Come on, Seeker. Everyone's blaming it on me. Rob checked this. Rob checked that. Rob, shut up. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Blame it on the forehead.
Oh, come on.
Tonight's YouTube is coming live from the tunnel. All right.
Echoed off of the forehead.
Now that we've got that fixed.
Now that all the comments are nothing but echoes, I haven't been able to see if there's any other questions. To change the subject, not that I think it should. Why is toning not considered environmental damage?
That's a fair point because it's not actually damage because it is removable. I mean, but I get what you're saying. I don't know. That's actually I'm stuck on that one. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing: copper, silver, they tone naturally in the environment in which they are mined from. You pull copper ore out of the ground, and it's got reds, purples, orange, the whole nine across the gamut. And then silver is very susceptible to toning just by moisture in the air, even. So I don't know about calling it environmental damage unless it's an unnatural toning where somebody's put a torch to it or rubbed some chemicals on it.
Correct. And if that was the case, then every single brown penny would not be gradable brown. It'd be environmental damage. So you couldn't have a brown or a red brown designation for even pennies or cents. You'd have to say they're all environmental if they're not mint state red.
Yeah.
Toning is natural oxidation. It's the metal exposed to the air, and it absorbs whatever elements are in the air. So that's not really damage. That's just like us aging. It's just natural. It happens.
I'm well toned.
Although I have seen some toned humans that look like they have damage, to be honest. You like the sun people that go to the sun places, the suntan places every day?
They look all leathery.
They do. Would you say it's worth going to a coin show to get bullion and numismatic versus shop or online?
So I can answer this, and we'll let you two as well. It is worth going to check because there's so many dealers there. You might get someone who's trying to get rid of some product, and to get rid of it, he's going to have to price, especially with bullion, because it's the same everywhere. He's going to have to price it under the other dealers at the show to get rid of it. So there's a chance you can find cheaper bullion at a show. That doesn't mean it will happen, but it's definitely worth checking. If you want to add to that, Raven or Keith.
Here's the thing. Rob and I just went to Grapevine together, and quite frankly, you see some smoking deals at a coin show if you're paying attention from time to time. And not that you can't get that at a shop or online, but those are all the sources that you should be checking out. You should be really, doing your research and making sure you're getting the more bang for your buck, so to speak. If you're just only going to your local coin shop, and let's say you have one of those local coin shops that is overcharging, then you're doing yourself a disservice.
Keith, anything to add?
I think going to a coin show is relevant to the, I guess you could say, circumstance. You can find better buys, but I've been to several shows where the stuff's just outpriced anywhere you can find it. So going to a coin show is not just going to the show for the bullion, but you can find some of the coins you can never find anywhere if you're a collector at all.
That's
And
true.
and the currency. Oh man.
Right, absolutely. And even what Keith just said supports what I said as well. You can find it, but that doesn't necessarily mean you will. But yeah, Raven, dude, you can see, and Raven knows, you can see some insane currency at coin shows that you'll never see anywhere else.
And I also think that it also depends. Like if you have a middle of nowhere coin show that's held annually, you're probably not going to see some of the same deals, especially if it's a smaller show. Than like the Grapevine show, they have a show every 3 to 4 months. So it's competitive there. And it's the same people there over and over again. And they know that people know that they're competing, and it's packed and it's a lot of tables. And I think Seeker said it best. You can find a show like that and find a dealer who's heavy on stuff. You're probably going to get a good deal from that guy. He doesn't want to pack it all back up and take it home. So if he's heavy on it and can move it and make money on it, it's going to be moved.
And here's one last thing to add is don't be afraid to ask for something. You know, if you see a guy selling silver at a certain rate, there's not a problem with asking, hey, can you go down a little bit? You know, the worst they can say is no.
To add to what Rob said, if you go to a little show in the middle of nowhere once a year, those are also at the same time the shows where you can find those hidden gems and hidden treasures where nobody knows exactly what it is, whether you're going to get there to it before another coin deal will or not. You want to hit those types of shows as soon as they open. You
know what I noticed about little shows? You're right, Keith. There are those dealers there that bring those gems that you won't see normally that you might be looking for. But you know what I've noticed about the little shows over the big shows is those little shows, you'll see some of the dealers, not all of them, of course, but there are some dealers there that are there every single year with the same exact overpriced coins as they had the year before because they refused to lower the price because the market adjusted. And it's crazy because you'll go there one year and you'll look through all their stuff, and then you go back the next year and you're like, 99% of this is what he had last year, same pricing and everything.
And you're hoping the market's higher this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Seeker, does KC and Missouri have coin shows that you're aware of?
I'm sure they do. I haven't been to a coin show in Kansas City, though.
You guys ever held a Dahlonega coin in your possession?
I've never held, but going to like the big A&A shows, like the Money Show in New Orleans, which I've been to, they will have them on display with armed guards. And
or the Florida Fun Show.
Yeah, it's cool to see. But
no, I've never held a Charlotte or a Dahlonega mint coin either.
Nope, never had one in my hand, but they're cool to see.
I've actually owned one. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hey, 2 minutes is 2 minutes. You owned one, right?
Gold was worth like $100. I paid the guy like $700 for the coin. And he goes, "What do you want for it?" I go, "I don't know. Make me an offer." He goes, $1,000. I said, "Okay." Well, they weren't as hot as they are now. It was just a little one. Mm-hmm. But still, I made $300 in 2 minutes.
Robert's asked us a few times, listen, Robert, it sounds like it could just be a misaligned die, or it could be an off center strike. I mean, if it's missing it on a proof, that's pretty rare because typically those go through a little higher Q&A. But I've never seen one, and shoot me a pic. I'll take a look at it, but it doesn't sound like anything too special. It's probably just not stamped correctly.
Fair enough. We have a $5 super chat from J-Dog.
I know. I saw it. He said, I actually posted it up. Mount Stackmore and just a guy.
At least you're not calling it 2 beards and a forehead. Thank you, J-Dog.
Beards and a forehead, yeah, for sure.
Hey, I like that. I'm like singled out there and just a guy.
Yeah, yesterday I was in Raven's show and they said 2 beards and a forehead. I about lost it. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's the Pocky Chip Challenge sign right there. That's always been that way.
Yeah. Michael Hargis, he definitely will find something in the background that is annoying. You know what? I thought it was supposed to be that way, personally.
Yep, I've always had it. I've always had that sign crooked. I did it on purpose.
I wish I could do that challenge. My history with stomach ulcers says that's a bad idea, but man, that'd be cool to do.
We had a laundromat here, and they had their sign upside down for like 3 years. And one day I drove by, and I'm like, wow, they finally fixed their sign. For 3 years, the only thing I could think is they was doing it to get people to look. I mean, the whole sign, it said something laundromat, and it was upside down.
Holy cow. Anyone collect pre-33 gold coins?
Seeker.
I do have some pre-33 gold coins. Yes.
Yes.
I have a St. Gaudens. I have a couple of double eagles actually, but I have one really nice St. Gaudens that I like, and some other stuff. Yeah, I have a few.
I just have a couple $2.50. Got a couple of $2.50 gold Indians in my little stack. I love them.
Oh yeah.
My favorite coin is a 2.5 Liberty or Indian because of I just like the way the weight feels in my hand of that size coin, and it's affordable.
Yeah.
Right.
They've been going up lately, though. They've been going up. Yeah.
In 1909, when Keith was 5, if he knew about the SVDB, how many would he have kept then? Keith, what do you think? How many would you have kept if you knew about it back in 1909 when you were 5?
I would have hoarded them.
I would have probably collected them in about 1912, 1913, because I started when I was 8. So that would be so that would make me 8. But I would have kept a few.
So in 1913, you would have been 8. I believe that. You are pretty old.
Probably 12.
Hey, Keith, can I ask you a question?
Statement.
Can I ask you a question?
Only if you want to.
What was Jesus like? Was he cool?
He was very he was
Hey, wait a second. How crowded was the Ark?
I could barely fit this cat sitting beside me in there.
Hi, Samson.
Anyone own any colonial or post-colonial coins?
No.
I got a few.
Do you?
I used to have a few, but I don't think
I mean, technically, any modern coin is post-colonial, right?
I was assuming he meant like some of the very first U.S. strikes.
Right.
Now, those are those coins. That's like that guy we saw at Grapevine with the nothing below 3,500 category there.
Nothing below.
Not a one.
I like Carson City.
Stacking says Silver Seeker Moses owes Keith a shilling.
Yeah, how did he know? Someone let it get out.
Keith said, or Silver Bear says, Keith had Jesus in his yearbook saying, "See you next year."
Right.
Ridiculous.
I'm going to be tempted to hire my artist guy to make a little drawing of Keith with a cane and a little scooter.
I'm all good. I don't care. Pick on me. Doesn't matter. I'm just a guy, right? Look at that right there.
Nice pickup, Anna. Where can I get a very foreign coin graded? A very foreign coin? I mean, there's a lot of services that PCG, SNGC, and other slabs will do not almost any regularly minted. Most of the countries they will slab for you. I don't know if it's every single 134 countries or whatever there is. I don't know if it's that, but there's a lot of countries they will. So you'll have to take a look and see if it's one that they slab. I mean, I don't know what very foreign coin. I mean, is this from the tropical forests of Colombia or something? Where is this at?
Yeah, NGC. Well, Harley Babe's asking again. From the 1500s. They'll tell you there's different categories and where they fit in. An ancient, yep. Keith, how much is one from the 1500?
I don't know. Just because I'm a coin dealer,
yeah, they will.
I know the price of everything. I mean,
no, I'm
if
kidding.
You guys would have watched my video today, you'd have seen my definition of a coin dealer.
What I would like to know, Keith, is how much cheaper were they in the 1500s than they are now?
They're more expensive. Rate of inflation. There's a lot of stuff like that where if you figure in the rate of inflation, it's actually more expensive back in the day than is today.
Yeah. Well,
people don't always remember like, oh, it was so much cheaper. Well, your $20 bill, 50 years ago bought a whole lot more stuff than when you factor it in. It just doesn't work. It's more expensive back then.
And at one point, way, 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 way back in history, gold and silver had the same value.
It's a good question from MC Jake because I don't know the exact answer. I would imagine they still accept them as currency, but what happened to large cents and half cents when the small cent was released? I think they still recognize them, right?
Yes.
They still recognized them and
people started grabbing them
and used them to exchange for goods.
When the small cent came around, the bank started hoarding the large cents, and there was a bank hoard in New York City. I don't remember which bank of large cents, a whole bunch of AU uncirculated ones. Yeah, that's what happened when the bank started keeping them, but people were still spending them.
Well, it's just like, I guess it's like with the Ike dollars. Once those stop being produced and circulating, banks take those and then they send them back to the mint to get destroyed. Unless you ask for them and you get to keep them and then keep them for your own collection. So, which is what I do.
Sorry, guys, I'm not allowed to have my left arm right now.
We have a super chat, Logan. Hi, Rob. Thanks for the $10. I tried to send you an instant message yesterday about the boxes. I'll try to get. Okay, yeah, brother, I appreciate that, and I'll get my coins at it. Okay, awesome. Shoot me an email. You don't have to pay for super chats for that, brother, but I appreciate it very much for the support. What's your favorite coin of all time? Seeker first.
Seated Liberty dollar.
Really, Seeker?
What? I love seated Liberty dollars. Oh, the arm. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
37 months, man. It's going up. You know, I have 4-year badges on my channel now.
I just got my 3-year badges. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I have a 4-year badge on your channel.
Yes, you do. Raven will here soon as well.
Raven, your favorite all-time silver coin?
You know, I'm really, and I don't have a lot of them in my collection, but I'm very partial when it comes to silver coins, the cat bust. I really like the cat bust half dollars and the dollars, but the half dollars I really like.
You ever found one in a coin roll?
Yeah. Wedged between two Ikes.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good answer, actually. That's funny. Reminds me of that prank video I did way back in the day where I said I found a silver eagle in a $50 roll, and you could see it taped in the center of a roll that I cut in half.
Oh, I remember that video. Ridiculous.
That was funny. It was an April Fool's video.
Yeah.
Keith,
Good
favorite
stuff.
silver coin of all time?
That's a trick question because my favorite is not one I own. It's kind of like I got 3 different favorites. Can I say them all?
Yeah, sure.
The Morgan silver dollar sounds cliche. I like it because it's big. You can see it very, very clearly. The Mercury dime, I like the details better, but I'm getting too old to see it. But my favorite dime or coin that I don't own is a flowing hair bust dollar.
Yeah, that's a pretty epic coin.
Yes, I would love to own one, but I don't.
And you know what? I'm with Keith on a lot of those. I mean, my favorite coin, although a silver dollar coin is always going to be just so hunky and fun to hold on to. My favorite silver coin design is an SLQ, a standing Liberty quarter, especially one that is in high mint state. It's just hard. Such a beautiful design. That's my favorite overall. Mercury dime is a close second. Walking Liberty is a close third. And that's the 3 of those. But yeah, I'm with Keith. Flowing Liberty dollar, give me a break. I would love to own one of those.
Yeah.
Flowing hair, Liberty dollar, but yeah. I think I had a comment and I missed it. If you guys see one, let me know.
Bubba Fitness is asking personal safes or safety deposit boxes.
It's whatever you prefer, brother. Whatever you feel safest. I guess it depends on your size of your stack, what you have as far as numismatic value. Are you in a state that allows you to pack and take care of things if it goes bad in your home? I mean, there's a lot of factors. Where I live, I can do what the heck I want if someone walks in my house. So I do have a little bit of the personal safe. I have a gun safe, but I also have, I'm not going to lie, I do have some safety deposit box stuff just to spread things around a little bit.
Diversify,
yeah.
Yep.
I keep most of my stuff locked up outside of where I live just because I don't want people thinking funny things. But I also have like 20 guns. So good luck.
I used to be a competitive marksman. So if you come into my house trying to get something, you ain't getting
and
out.
I guess my whole point of that is I have stuff in my personal safe that I like to touch and play with every day. And it's not like it's worth a ton. But my personal collections, I have those stored off site. But I like to have a dummy set up anyway. If someone ever got here and got crazy, well, they're going to get what they get, but they're not going to get everything. And that's fine.
I know this guy who has way more than we'll ever wish we had, and he stores most of his. He owns a piece of property. Won't say where it is, but believe it or not only do I know where his property is, but I know where his gold is because he showed it to me once. But it's buried in his yard, and he literally, it's only like 2 inches under the dirt, but he has to dig into the dirt to get into his gold safe on his property.
Time to get a Garrett out. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's keep moving.
I mean, I couldn't know. I don't know exactly where the exact spot is, but I know where his property is. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think
Seeker, why are you telling people about my secrets?
Oh yeah. that was Raven's place.
Matt Poe's got a question. It depends, Matt. I mean, if I walked into a bank with a horse blanket bill, they probably won't allow me to use that as currency. But if I walked in with silver certificates, they'll take that as bills all day. I mean, if it's the same size, same look, they're going to take the bills. I guess if it's allowed to run through their machines, they'll probably take it. I don't know about they won't take the big bills.
I did a video about 2 months ago-ish where I tried to spend a horse blanket at a McDonald's drive-thru, and I got so much flack for it. I remember that. I got so much flack for it because the lady, so I said, do you take really old bills? And she goes, sure. And then I handed it to her and I said, even if they're larger than most currency. And so she takes it and she starts looking at it. And then you can see she starts to get really uncomfortable. And there were cars behind me. And she was about to call the manager over. And I said, here, I have another one. We can just give you this instead. And you would not believe how much flack I got from people because I didn't go through with it and let her actually take it.
That's right.
And I would have no. Here's the thing. I would have let her take it, but she slowed down. She was looking at it. She was looking uncomfortable, and I had people behind me. You know what I mean? At that point, I needed to move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up.
I would have sat there and held the line up just to see if she would take it, so she would have something cool.
I'm gonna go back someday when it's like really slow. I don't really eat McDonald's, so I'll just have to order a soda off the way or something. But I'll see what happens.
You know what you do? Go inside the restaurant and find that specific lady and be like, I want to pay for my food this way.
I need to get a hidden camera so I can just walk inside.
Don't you have one from your garage sale days?
I have like these sunglasses camera, but it's horrible quality. It's shaky. It's just bad footage. Like, so I just don't use them anymore.
It's shaky like me.
Like, it's really bad. I have 2 GoPros that are fantastic, but you can't hide GoPros very well.
Thank you for the super chat, Anna, and I'm glad you're here tonight. And yes, I agree. You got to come by more often on any of these shows or any one of our live streams because it's been a little bit since you've been able to hang out with us, and I'm glad you're here. Bacardi Jim, he tagged me, but it's for everyone. Storage options. I mean, there's a lot of things we can discuss, and there's probably pros and cons of everything. And it also depends on what you're storing and what you're collecting and what you're doing. But for a guy that is a dealer and has seen all kinds of collections and seen someone bringing out something from their safe from 50 years ago and seeing damaged coins to seeing ones that have not been damaged or been stored properly, Keith, in all the years you've been buying and selling coins, what seems to hold up the best for storing silver coins, gold coins, and copper coins? What are the best? If you were going to just pick a one-size-fits-all, what is it for each of those types of compositions?
Thanks for narrowing that vague question down. I appreciate it. Get you some stay dry packs. Put it in with your stuff. Don't store in the basement. Make sure you dehumidify the area or put it in somewhere where there's no humidity. Keep the humidity away. Anything you store, whether it be gold, silver, bullion, collectible coins, or paper. Humidity is the worst thing. It gets this musky, mildewy, ugh. That's the only way to say it is ugh. There's nothing worse than handling mildewy coins. It's very dangerous.
I had an experience the other day at one of the coin shops. A guy busted out a couple of these books, binders, and they were all the Kennedy and whatnot, and then Washington quarters from the beginning. And I was like, somebody's cat had actually peed on these things, and he still had bought them without even realizing. And I was just like, no, I don't care. I don't want the coins. It's amazing how people don't keep their stuff in areas that have low humidity and whatnot. Like Keith said, that's really important.
It's dangerous. Mildew, it can kill you if you breathe in the spores and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to breathe a lot of it, but yes, it can. Absolutely.
So So stay packs are good. Keep them out of the humidity, but housing those 3 types of compositions, what's the best in your opinion for long-term storage? Assuming, could they be put inside of cardboard folders if they're going to have the stay packs with them?
Sometimes the cardboard will collect moisture. You just got to keep a check on them to make sure you're not collecting moisture. You can put them in non-PVC plastics, in the cardboards, whichever, but always be continually checking them. I mean, not like every month. I mean, every year or so, check them to make sure you're not gathering moisture in there. In the slightest hint of moisture, take everything out, throw all the old packaging away, and put it back in. I repackage most of my coins in brand new packages when they come in, unless I'm just flipping them out right away.
Yeah. Does anyone know when you scan a PCGS or NGC slab, sometimes on their sites, there's no coin value? I know some varieties won't have a listing or a value next to them because they're a variety of the base coin. But is there another reason why they wouldn't have a variety or a value next to them, Raven?
Fake slab.
Fake slab would be, I was assuming legit, but the wrong slab, fake slab.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. You got to be really cognizant. Matter of fact, NGC and PCGS slabs lock together very, very tightly. Like you can stack them on each other, and they're pretty much no movement between them. So if you have a bunch of slabs that are around the same time period and they're not stacking right and locking together, then chances are you have a counterfeit slab.
Yeah. Anything else, Keith? Why you would scan a slab and it wouldn't show a value?
That I don't know. I was just looking, and Bacardi Jim was reiterating his comment. 3 comments above the highlighted one.
Yeah. We said that I think he was talking about it. That's why
safety.
I'm saying what storage medium would you use? I think he means safety for the coins, not just being in a home safe with a stay fresh pack. I mean, we're talking about like is tubes.
I was talking about protecting it like with PQs or something.
Yeah.
The slabs. I really don't see a problem with them because, like NGC said, I am just a loss for words today. I think you guys picked on me too much earlier. Like Raven said, the interlock. I like that.
Better to buy a brand new Dansko album or decent used one of a quarter of the price. I mean, as long as you can get coins in and out of it and it's not damaged in any way and it's a nice used one, I mean, I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah, as long as decent. It's decent, like you said. Yeah, for sure.
I saw a Dansko album that a guy stapled the coins so they wouldn't slide around a little bit. He put 4 staples around every single one. I'm like, how long did that take? And now you can't get the coins out. Ridiculous.
That's creative. He's in the middle.
Oh no!
Wow.
I almost want to share my screen and show this book because I bought a penny collection that was like 80% complete. But I can't look at all the coins because they're stapled in. So now I'm that guy that has to take scissors or staple remover and remove the coins individually. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
I got a good deal on it, so I had to get it. All right. We got 11 minutes. We have 131 likes. Thank you guys very much. 200 plus watching. Is there any questions that we're missing? There's a lot of the same questions about which your favorite coins are compared to these 5. I mean, without grades or knowing conditions or actual pictures and looking at the coin. Remember, you buy the coin as well. I got to see the coin. I just can't answer generic of 3 different coins. Which one would you like the most? Because it's tough.
Look at Sam Wilson's comment.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How do British large pennies end up in bank boxes of halves? I looked up their mass and they weigh around 75% of what U.S. halves do. Well, same size. I mean, I have found several British large pennies in box of halves in my time. And listen, they just get out there. I think that the $half weight, the $half machines aren't packaged by weights; they're by size because you can still find silver, heavy silver, and light planchets in clad. If I can find an 8.6 lightweight quarter roll planchet on some of the Philadelphia minted early 70s clad $half, you can find a British large cent, and you can find Panamanian Balboas in there too.
Yep. I found a few Balboas in my day.
Have you ever found a large cent though?
No, I've not found a large
I
cent.
heard somebody somewhere found a large cent in a $50 box at one point.
That's wild.
I've never seen one.
I have a change roller, and it just separates by size.
It's by size. It's not by weight. It's not like it's a Coinstar. They don't have Coinstar machines at these places, thankfully, yet.
Well, actually, Sam Wilson said, I mean, wouldn't Coinstar reject them? Yeah, but Coinstar is not the only way that people deposit coins.
Right.
Like, not even close.
Most of the time, the reason those large cents get in, or not large, the British ones get in there is somebody takes back a box of halves, and they've put it in there, and it gets put back into the hopper and re-rolled and sent to somebody else.
Right.
There's a lot of times you go through boxes of coins and you're not getting the face value that it says it has.
Keith, I'll ask you this. My thoughts are this, only in high grade to Casey Stockton's question. And I mean high grade, but 55p poor man's double die. I know there's probably, if you own a coin shop, there's got to be 100 that come across your table a year that they're like, hey, can I get something for this? Are they collectible in any grade or not at all?
My question is, that term is still being used?
It's still being used, brother.
I mean, I remember that from 40 years ago.
Yeah, because that's
40, 400, whatever. It's just a zero.
3, yeah, just a zero. I don't think they're worth saving unless, like Rob said, it's just an ultra high grade. And when I say high grade, MS67 or above. Yeah. And then it's not going to be annotated because it's more like a die shift than a double die. And that's why it's called a poor man's.
Yeah, exactly. It's a die shift, and it has that second 5 is a little bit red.
Yeah, and it looks really cool, but it's just the 2 5s usually.
Right.
Not worth a double die price.
Yeah, it's still 110 degrees in Texas for the last 70 days. So as soon as I can go out there without having to peel the shirt from my body, I will definitely do it.
Man, it was so hot that we didn't even go fishing in the morning, and both of us love fishing.
Raven goes, well, it's in the morning and it's already 98 degrees out. Let's go ahead and cancel that trip.
Yeah, it's a special kind of hot,
Digging outside the box. So I had, from all of my California metal detecting, I didn't have a YouTube channel when I used to do that. I had about $70 worth of corroded zinc pennies. And you know what takes? There's 2 things that take them. Humans and the automatic checkout at grocery stores. It's funny. I carry about 4 or 5 in my pocket, and whenever I have something that ends with the 06, 07, 08, or 09, if I give them corroded pennies, they're not going to turn them down because they are pennies. So people will take them at checkout lanes, but also most of them will still be accepted by like a Kroger's automatic checkout or a Food for Less or whatever, that ones that have automatic checkout. It does take those. It does read them.
Stacking perpetrator. Oh my god!
Did I miss something?
It's the newest comment. Oh.
That's funny, man.
It's so hot here. The crackheads are putting the cover back in the AC units. That's pretty hot. Yeah, it's hot.
Oh man,
I saw that. I don't care who you are.
No, exactly.
It's not time for copper melts yet. I have not melted in 2 months because it's just been so hot. Anyone heard if the Mint will actually be releasing 2023 peace dollars? Actually.
Dude, the fact that they even announced the 2022 ones, which I know got canceled for the year and pushed back to 2023, is the reason I haven't ordered anything from the Mint since I ordered the 2021s.
Yep.
This is my last year ordering from the Mint. And the customer wants it.
I didn't order every single year. It's like almost like a every year. What do you call it? Anyway, every single year I would order a new silver proof set from the U.S. Mint and crack it here on the channel, and I didn't do it this year. I refuse to order anything from the Mint because of that. They can keep them, but supposedly they are coming out. Yes.
Yeah.
Link. They said there's several different factors, and the bottom line is that they use a high magnification lens that they can see even the slightest bit of potential altering. And that's all they gave me. But questionable color is, I think personally what they're trying to say is, if they've looked at a lot of different coins and they've never seen one that had that kind of toning for any explainable reason, they're just going to say that it's questionable.
Yeah.
If it's so brilliantly uncirculated and it's 121 years old and it's copper, they can't fathom the way that it was stored and kept properly for that many years without deteriorating at all. And so they're going to assume it's been dipped no matter what. That's what they said to me. That if it's what the Indian had sent, they said there's no way that it was kept in that pristine of condition for that many years, and that it was too brilliant and too red that they seemed it was questionable.
See, that sounds, oh man, that is such a weak explanation that you're going to say that, because here's the thing, people find stuff all the time, hordes of coins that were sitting somewhere for 100+ years and everything's uncirculated because they sat there for 100 years. Oh man, that is frustrating.
Raven, I specifically, I was like, listen, I can put it next to a shield cent that's copper plated, and the shield cent is just as nice. It's not questionable. They said they've never seen an Indian cent with that finish on it, that red, and that I had found in circulation. And I blew it. I put in the note, found this in circulation. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh yeah. See, you have that train of thought when I've seen it be announced before from the president of PCGS that there are no coins found in circulation that have any intrinsic value, which is one of the dumbest things I ever heard somebody say, because people find great stuff all the time.
That's like the graders having too much power and then taking that power and overreaching with their personal opinions. They don't know some of that stuff is questionable or not. They're like, oh, we can't explain it, so it must be questionable.
And Keith, that's what I said. That's what I said to him. I said, there should never be something called questionable color. It should be, you either know without a shadow of a doubt something's happened to this coin, and then it gets that, or you can't prove anything's happened and you grade it according to what the coin is. Because if you can't prove it, that's like saying you're guilty until proven innocent. You can't do that. And that's why, it is what it is. I don't want to get, the only way I'm going to get a good grade on that coin is if I take it out, rub a little nose grease, touch both sides, put it on my windowsill for 30 days, then re-put it in a flip and send it back out. That's the only way I'm going to get a real grade. And then I'm going to get an MS red brown.
Rub it on your forehead.
Wow.
You got an oily forehead. Rub it on your forehead.
My nose is a little more oily, Keith. I don't know about my forehead is always dry because I wear bandanas all day. All right. And like Coin Dad says, just because you've never seen a 50-foot great white doesn't mean that they don't exist.
Right.
Yep.
We have 2 minutes left. I see a lot of people saying, fun stream. Thank you guys. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I get it. I wish we had more time. We're almost down. I got a carrot cake calling my name. Salty fan says, have Shalani send it in. She'll probably get a better grade than me.
With a pick.
Yeah, with the Shalani pick. I had a lot of fun. We're going to go and do closing comments here. Seeker, thoughts? Anything you want to add?
No, as always, I had a fantastic time tonight, so thank you guys. Guys, one thing I would like to do, though, see that guy below me with the glasses? Cool dude, right? Let's get him to 10K. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Raven, go subscribe. Let's go. And I guess Coin Curry, he's trying to get there too, but let's go to subscribe to Raven tonight for sure.
Thank you.
And Coin if you're Crew. Not subscribed to Raven or even Coin Crew or Seeker, and you're watching the stream and you watch these on every other Monday, come on.
But no, seriously, I had a great time as always, and I look forward to doing this again in 2 weeks on Raven's channel, and I thank all you guys for coming and hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun.
Raven?
Hard to follow that up, other than I always have a great time doing these. It's amazing the questions that people come up with, and the fact that, we're all able to joke around the way that we do, and people know that there's nothing behind it, I really, really look forward to these every other week, and sometimes they get pushed aside a little bit, but the time just flies. It's really, really cool because time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, it does.
Before I get to Keith, Paul, thank you for the package, brother. I just got it today, or I opened it today, and I'll send you an email. Thank you very much. And Logan, I got to get out metal detecting before I can do a hunting field, but that would be a lot of fun. And I have to do it in those 4 months, the 2 months after summer and the 2 months before summer are the only time I can really do it properly here.
Metal detecting hunt and fill. That sounds fun.
Yep.
That does sound fun. I'd watch it.
Keith.
I really can't follow up with that too much. I'm just a guy, as you know, but I've had a great time. Thanks everybody for coming. Yeah, and if you haven't subbed to Raven Seeker, go check him out. And peace out, I guess. I mean, thanks for having me.
Peace out. Is that what they said back in your day?
You guys just said everything.
Back in the AD.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that carrot cake that's sitting at the post office waiting for me because we're not open on Monday. And I'm like,
you know,
I've been thinking about it all night.
You know, there were supposed to be 4 wise men, but Keith fell asleep.
Saturday, and those are my nap days.
You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. I had a good time, and we'll see you in 2 weeks on Ravenhawk's channel.
All right.
See you guys, Sun Ravens, and I'll see you guys Wednesday on mine. Have a great night. We'll see you shortly. And Keith, you stream tomorrow?
Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow. We have double the fun.
All right.
We do a free corner hunt as everybody else does. And then we do a buy it now on the channel.
Awesome.
After 1 box.
Oh, we can buy your channel?
Sweet.
No. I'll buy it for $1.
No, people just come in. I have a few items up for basically for a set price. And then sometimes people will ask for a particular item if I have it. Mostly like sets and bullion coins and sometimes a particular hard numismatic coin. I mean, not too hard because I ain't got those.
I'm ending the stream on that note. Have a great time.
Thursdays.
See you guys soon.
See ya.